Good morning, y'all. So I apologize first of all for the wind. I'm outside and it's really cold outside, but the lighting inside is crap, so I wanted to film outside. Today, from the title, I will just give some tips and tricks for how to road trip with a baby. Zach, Luna, and I have been on plenty of road trips. I wanted to make this video before, but I wanted to make it once we had been on several road trips with Luna, just so that we really knew what kind of advice and what kind of tips to give. And now we've been through many road trips, short ones and long ones. So we've come from Louisiana to Missouri several times, which is, depends on the day, anywhere from 12 to 18 hours. And then we go to Houston all the time from Louisiana, which is about 4.5 hours. And then we've done our long trek, which was from Louisiana to California, all with Luna, and we survived. We made it through. But so I have a couple of tips right here. I'll be referring to my notebook right here. Just a couple of tips on how to survive and make the best out of a road trip with your baby. Tip number 1 is your mindset. Don't go in with the mindset thinking that it's gonna be all sunshines and rainbows the whole way, because it won't be. That's the reality of it. A baby won't want to be in a car seat for that long. They're not going to want to be sitting still for that long. They're not going to want to be doing that for that long of a time. People don't even like being on the road. Like, adults don't like being on the road, much less a small child. So go in with the mindset that you're with a baby, you're with a child, and so it's a whole different realm of road trip. You're not like going with your girls on a road trip, like you're going with a baby, so the entire trip will be different. And just going in with that mindset will set you up for success, as opposed to setting yourself up for failure. So this kind of goes along with my next tip, which is timing. If you can give yourself extra time, do so. So if you have to be there at X time tomorrow, make sure you give yourself ample and extra time to get there, so that way you're not rushing. That way, if you do have to make a couple more stops than you expected, you're fine. So that's like kind of a one merged tip, mindset and time management into one. Just go in with the right mindset. Don't go in thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make it in this time and blah blah blah. Like, no, like, give yourself a flexible time frame. Know that it might not go perfect, but that it's okay. So that's tip number 1-ish. Number 2 is have your car checked. Tip number 2 and number 3 are from Zach. Zach will inspect the car prior to us going on any long-ish trip. So he will check the oil, check the windshield wiper fluid, check the windshield wipers, check the brakes, check the tire pressure. So just make sure your car is up to date and up to check on all of these very crucial things, because the last thing you want is to be stuck on the side of the road with the baby crying and you're already dealing with the car. So that just eliminates a lot of the variables. Tip number 3 is to organize your car. So having your car organized is very crucial, especially with a child, just because you never know when you need what thing. And so just having things on hand, organized, your crucial, most important things on hand, your not so crucial, not so important things saved and tucked away, for mental clarity, for easiness of grabbing things. Have, you know, your essentials, have your diapers. If your baby is bottle fed, have your bottles. If, you know, all of these things organized and in order, have your paperwork, have your wallet, have all of these things in an orderly fashion, because it'll ease your mind. That's one less thing you have to worry about. And that's pretty much with traveling with a baby, is to try to eliminate as many variables as you possibly can. You know, like, have all your paperwork ready, have a change of outfit ready, have all of these things on hand, and not like in the back of the car where you have to like pull over and do all of these other things, as opposed to just like grab and go. So organize your car. Number 4 is take breaks. Your baby will need breaks from being on the road for that long. Each baby is different. Luna doesn't like being in her car seat, so we take a lot of breaks. Other babies fall asleep, so this might not be that much of an issue. But taking breaks to, Luna likes to walk around, so we'll pull off and we'll walk around and we'll give her a break from being in her car seat. We'll give her a break from being in the car, and it's nice for us too to just kind of get a change of scenery as opposed to like driving for so long and then they're agitated and you're agitated. So it just gives everybody a break from being on the road riding. Tip number 5 is snacks. So this goes all the way around for babies and for the parents. So having snacks on hand, nice healthy car-friendly snacks. And when I say car-friendly snacks, I love eating mangoes. But mangoes aren't exactly the most car-friendly snack because they do make a lot of messes. So just kind of, gauge what snacks you want to bring that are appropriate for riding around in the car and that you're okay with any spillage and stuff like that. Have snacks that your baby enjoys. Have them readily available for them. Like I've mentioned in a couple of previous videos, Luna really likes dehydrated fruit, and that works perfect for in the car because if she spills, you're just picking up little pieces of fruit as opposed to like mushy gooiness. We also like our reusable squeeze packet. We'll put some of like more blended purified like smoothies, like more blended liquidy stuff. We'll put it in there and it's a lot easier to feed her as opposed to putting it in our glass containers and feeding her with a spoon. So just kind of gauge what kind of snacks and stuff you want to bring, not only for yourself but also for your baby. Tip number 6 is rotate drivers. This may seem kind of weird, but it's crucial, y'all. Zach and I are always going wherever it is that we need to go together, so it works out for us. But if it's you and your brother or sister or mom, whoever it is, try to rotate drivers to who's ever taking care of the baby can switch with the driver. It gives you a little bit of time to recuperate from, either a fussy baby or a baby that's throwing stuff at you or whatever it may be, to driving and then switching that around just to have, again, a change of scenery. You're less distracted whenever you do little switches like that. You're much more at ease whenever you get a break from either driving or taking care of the baby. So rotating drivers can really make a road trip go a lot smoother. And tip number 8, and my final tip, is entertainment. So Luna loves reading her books in the car, so we always have a couple of books in there for her. I have my books in there. If not, I'll be working on my computer if she's sleeping, or be editing, whatever it may be while she's sleeping. You want to have something to keep both you and the baby entertained. So whatever it is that they like to play with, whether it's doll or a little toy car or whatever it may be, just have those things to keep them entertained, because the reality of it is they're not going to want to be in the car for that long just sitting there, just like you don't want to be in the car. A lot of these things with road tripping with a baby is you want to take their concerns the same way you would take someone else's concern. You wouldn't be mad at your friend if they want to listen to some music on the road, like they want to entertain themselves or they want to get a snack. Try to listen to your baby, listen to your child the same way you would listen to someone that is of your age, because their concerns are still valid, especially when you're on the road, because they might not have a say-so if they want to go on this extended road trip. So try to if you make the road trip easier for them, the road trip will be easier for you. Those are my tips for today. I hope this helps anybody out there who is planning on going on a road trip anytime soon. It may seem like a very daunting task, which it kind of is, but it's totally doable. We travel with Luna all the time, and she doesn't like her car seat, and we managed to make it, and it's okay. You could do it. You got this. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please leave them down below. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.